Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in life when storms will rage, when betrayal cuts deep, when criticism echoes louder than applause. And in those very moments, your greatest strength will not be found in fighting back, but in learning to rise above, to act as if nothing bothers you. Controlling your spirit is one of the greatest demonstrations of strength a person can ever achieve. Life will always bring situations that test your patience, challenge your peace, and attempt to stir up emotions within you that can throw you off course. People will speak against you, circumstances will seem unfair, and at times it may feel like everything is working against you. But in those moments, the greatest battle is not with what is happening on the outside, it is with what you allow to happen on the inside. The truth is, you cannot always control what others do or what comes your way, but you can control your spirit. You can choose whether to let anger consume you, whether to let bitterness take root, or whether to let frustration dictate your actions. The ability to remain calm, steady, and unshaken in the face of adversity is the true mark of strength. When you learn to control your spirit, you rise above the level of those who try to pull you down. Instead of reacting out of impulse or emotion, you respond out of wisdom and composure. This does not mean you are weak or that you ignore injustice. Rather, it shows that you are strong enough not to let negativity decide the direction of your life. Every time you give in to anger or let someone else push your buttons, you hand over power to them. But when you stand firm, when you keep your peace and act as if nothing bothers you, you reclaim that power. You become the master of yourself rather than a victim of your environment. Life has a way of testing your spirit in the smallest of ways. It might be a critical word, an unfair judgment, or a closed door that you thought would open. In those moments, the temptation is to lash out, to complain, or to let discouragement weigh you down. But remember, your destiny is too great to be stopped by minor offenses. The people who last, the ones who reach higher levels, are those who refuse to allow small distractions to control their emotions. By choosing self-control, you protect your future from being sabotaged by temporary reactions. Controlling your spirit is also about recognizing that peace is more valuable than being right in every argument. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Sometimes walking away with dignity is stronger than fighting back. By holding your spirit steady, you not only guard your own heart, but you also send a message to the world that you are guided by purpose, not by provocation. Your ability to keep calm in chaos will open more doors than heated words ever could. It shows maturity, discipline, and trust in something greater than yourself. When you learn to control your spirit, you rise to a level where no insult, no betrayal, and no setback can hold you down. You live with a quiet confidence, knowing that nothing around you has the power to disrupt the peace within you unless you allow it. That is true strength. True character is never revealed when everything is going well. It shines through in the midst of struggle, pain, and uncertainty. When the sun is out, when friends surround you, when doors are opening with ease, anyone can wear a smile and speak words of faith. But when life takes a turn, when storms rise without warning, when people disappoint you and the path ahead grows dark, that is when who you really are is revealed. It is easy to act strong when there is nothing pressing against you, but strength is not measured in times of comfort. It is measured in the moments when everything inside of you wants to give up, and yet you choose to stand. Life has a way of testing every person. The storms are not meant to destroy you, but to show you what you are truly made of. They reveal whether your faith is just words or whether it has roots. They uncover whether your confidence is built on temporary circumstances or anchored in something deeper. Trials are the great revealers of character, and only those who choose resilience rise above them. Anyone can be kind when treated kindly, but true kindness is tested when others treat you unfairly. Anyone can be patient when things are moving according to their plan, but true patience shows up when delays and disappointments threaten to break your spirit. When you find yourself in the middle of adversity, it is not the storm itself that defines you, but how you choose to respond. Do you allow fear to dictate your choices? Do you let anger and frustration rob you of your peace? Or do you decide, even in the midst of difficulty, to hold on to dignity, faith, and inner calm? The way you carry yourself in the storm will speak louder than anything you say in the sunshine. People may not remember how you acted when life was easy, but they will never forget how you responded when life was hard. There is something powerful about a person who refuses to be shaken by trouble. It is not that they are immune to pain or that they never feel discouraged. It is that they have trained themselves to rise above temporary emotions and to focus on what truly matters. They know that storms are seasonal, that trials have an expiration date, and that no pain is permanent. With this perspective, they walk through difficulties with a quiet strength that inspires others and confuses their enemies. This is why storms, though uncomfortable, are often necessary. They refine you, stretch you, and strengthen you in ways comfort never could. They shape your character and prepare you for greater responsibilities and greater victories. Without resistance, muscles do not grow. Without pressure, gold is never refined. And without storms, true character is never proven. It is in the darkest nights that the brightest stars shine. And so it is with you. Your true character is not proven when life is easy, but when everything within you is tested and you still choose to stand tall. Peace is not just the absence of conflict. It is the presence of strength within. It is one of the greatest weapons a person can possess, because when you protect your peace, you protect your destiny. The world is full of distractions, voices, and negativity that seek to disturb your spirit. People may speak against you, circumstances may not go as planned, and storms may rise without warning. But in the midst of it all, when you act as if nothing bothers you, you are not pretending. You are declaring that your peace is too valuable to be traded for someone else's chaos. When you choose peace over reaction, you take away the power of those who want to see you unsettled. The truth is, people can only control you if they know how to disturb your emotions. The moment you stop reacting to every insult, every whisper, and every attempt to drag you into unnecessary battles, you disarm their influence. It is like standing in the middle of a storm, but not letting the storm get inside you. The wind may blow, the rain may pour, but your calmness shows that you are unshaken. This is why peace is more powerful than anger, because anger fuels the fire, but peace extinguishes it. Carrying peace in your spirit allows you to walk into situations that would normally overwhelm others and remain steady. It gives you clarity of mind when others are clouded with confusion. It allows you to make wise decisions instead of emotional ones. Most of the time, destruction comes not from what happens to us, but from how we react to it. An uncontrolled reaction can break relationships, close doors, and damage opportunities. But when you choose peace, you preserve your future. You show that your destiny is not in the hands of the people who try to unsettle you, but in the hands of the one who gave you strength. Peace also intimidates negativity. When someone expects you to explode, but instead you smile when they expect you to argue, but you stay silent, When they try to provoke you, but you keep moving forward, you frustrate their plans. Nothing weakens an enemy more than realizing they have no control over you. And nothing honors your calling more than refusing to be distracted by things beneath you. Your peace becomes your shield, and your calmness becomes your declaration that you are focused on something far greater than temporary noise. Every battle you face does not require a response. Every voice raised against you does not deserve an answer. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply walk forward as if nothing bothers you, not because you are blind to what is happening, but because you have chosen to value your peace above all else. In this way, your peace becomes your greatest weapon. It is what silences critics, confuses enemies, and preserves your destiny. When you refuse to surrender your peace, you cannot be defeated because nothing small can pull down a spirit that stands anchored in calm strength. Graceful composure is one of the most powerful responses a person can display in the face of adversity. It is not weakness, nor is it passivity. It is strength under control. To carry yourself with calm confidence, to remain steady when others expect you to break, is to walk in a kind of victory that words cannot fully express. Life will test you with criticism, with rejection, with disappointments, and with people who try to diminish your worth. But when you learn to handle these trials with composure, you reveal a level of maturity that lifts you above the noise and sets you on a path toward true success. Graceful composure does not mean that you never feel hurt or frustrated. It means that you refuse to let those emotions dictate your actions. Anyone can lash out in anger, but it takes real strength to hold your tongue. Anyone can retaliate, but it takes wisdom to walk away. The ability to remain composed in the middle of chaos is proof that you have mastered yourself. And when you master yourself, you automatically rise above circumstances that seek to control you. Calmness in the storm is more powerful than shouting over the thunder. A composed spirit declares silently that you are focused on your destiny, not distracted by temporary opposition. Victory is not always about proving others wrong or winning arguments. Sometimes victory is walking away with dignity intact. Sometimes it is keeping your head high when others want to see you fall. Sometimes it is choosing silence instead of speaking words you will regret later. This is the beauty of composure. It preserves your peace, protects your relationships, and strengthens your reputation. People respect those who can remain calm when everything around them screams for reaction. And in time, that respect becomes influence, and that influence opens doors greater than any outburst ever could. There is a quiet confidence in those who carry themselves with composure. They are not easily swayed by opinions, nor are they easily broken by setbacks. They understand that not every battle deserves their energy. They know that their purpose is greater than every distraction, and so they move forward with their eyes fixed on what matters. This is the path to victory, not being tossed around by every offense, but staying steady until you arrive at the life you were meant to live. When you respond to life with grace, you take control of the narrative. Instead of allowing negativity to define you, you define yourself through your poise and your peace. Instead of letting anger write your story, you let calmness become your signature. And in doing so, you rise higher, inspire others, and prove that true power is not in reaction, but in restraint. This is why graceful composure always leads to victory. It turns moments of testing into stepping stones and transforms every challenge into an opportunity to reveal the strength of your spirit. So I challenge you today, let the storms rage, let the voices rise, let the trials come. Stand tall. Keep your peace. Act as if nothing bothers you, and you will rise higher than you ever imagined.